I'm Andrew Lucas, and this is my wife,
Michelle.
Lucas, and we're from Columbia, South Carolina. I started with my first house 14 years ago, and she joined the crew 2 or 3 years after that.
Yeah,
We got married in 2010 and have been full-time real estate since 2018. The both of us quit our jobs at the end of that year, our full-time jobs at the end of that year. Been in real estate. We wholesale, we buy, fix, and flip. We have a retail realtor business. We have a RIA, and we also coach. My biggest takeaway, which actually came on the first day, the first night, and just immediately, was the fact that we find ways to our brain immediately finds ways to talk us out of things that we need to do, should do, into something that's safe. And it's a biological thing. We learned all about that, but it's something that I have noticed in my business and in life, that the things that we know we should be doing and need to do, we tend to find a way out of it. And it's a safety mechanism in our brain. And so learning that, hearing that, seeing that, and now knowing how to call it out, already in the last few days, I've been able to call myself out on it. So I hope to take that home, use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method to jump and go.
Yeah, I think mine is similar in just really getting out of my head, whether it's using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or some of the meditation methods, but really just getting out of my own headspace, getting out of my way.
Rise Up is a different type of mastermind because it's not about how big is my business, how big can I make my business. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's not necessarily, we're not here talking about how big to make our businesses. It's about what we hear more about is how to make our businesses serve us so that we can have a lifestyle that we're looking for. And it's not just a lifestyle of being able to go, it's not luxury lifestyle, but it's a lifestyle grounded in our faith, in our spirituality, in our walk with God, and then you bring in our families and our friends and doing the things that we want to do. But it's not like it's not a big pump our chest up kind of event. We're here, we're all different levels of success, or we're all successful, I'd say, but different levels of income, but working together, helping each other, and growing to a centered lifestyle is what I've seen.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at a hotel, everybody's going to be in their own individual rooms, and there are common spaces, but here it's more like you're with each other. So that has been relationship building. This has been an incredible environment to me. I mean, just as far as being able just to hang out in the kitchen or on the couch or outside, and
that leads to how this is different mastermind is that we're able to hang out together in all that downtime where in other places you'll go to your own corner and do your own thing, get back on your phone and work, or do something. Here everyone's downtime is together, so we're growing as our own family of Rise Up mastermind. Feels like
the ice bath was shocking to the system.
Shocking indeed. Yes.
I thought it was really cool. I mean, we were having a very deep conversation, it seemed like, and then Zack came in and said, "Everybody up, go put your swim trunks on, come outside." And you're thinking, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I fully expected a slip and slide.
But ice bath was tough. The disruption was great. It's exactly what it was. It was to get us out of where we were and say, hey, this is about taking action, and we've been talking about it. Here's your moment to talk yourself out of this challenge. But we were all there as a group to talk each other back into it and to notice what our mind was doing and how we could overcome that mind telling us not to do it. So it was really good. For me, I was like, we just put it into play. We just seriously went through the action steps of what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. For today's disruption, or today's activity, was it was a team building. Again, this is a Rise Up. This is a family. We worked together as a team. We were helping each other, encouraging each other. We saw some people get over some serious fear.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I mean, when they sweat pouring down their face, like they were able to get through that, and we were all there encouraging them, and the group going through it was incredible, and it was fun. I mean, I had fun. I had a lot of fun this morning.
I think specifically this morning, the first rappel that we did, I heard one person who was going right before I did. He literally said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
And so it truly was a mental thing for him to take that step down the cliff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you put it in practice. I think that it just adds to this mastermind and making it a different event, a different place. Again, we're here. I feel like we're here for our soul and a more well-rounded mastermind that is not just focused on a business and looking at the books and numbers and speakers, but it's focused on us and how we can grow individually. So from the very first day, that hurdle, not necessarily a fear, but it's my seeing it on stage and talking about how our brains talk ourselves out of taking the next step, taking that action that we know we need to do, was very convicting for me, because I've seen myself do that and waste so much time in listening to my brain say, oh no, this is going to be tough, let's try this, or this is going to be hard, don't even do that right now, come back to that, or that's going to be a long project, you should do this short, easy, or do this distraction and do something completely different. Going through and hearing that technically spoken to, like we heard the technical reasons and what that was is our brain trying to protect us, and that is what I'm taking with me hands down, is that the knowing that our brain and what I've been doing is talking myself out of stuff I should do. So it's a hurdle. It's been a hurdle. It's it's a little bit of procrastination, a little bit of distraction. So I am going to now be able to label that, be able to know what that is, and overcome it. So I'm actually kind of, I don't know if I'd say excited to get back to work, but I'm like, I want to be able to get back into my everyday so I can see that label and recognize it. So
mine, it would be taking the risk. So I would rather stay safe. So with the ice bath, staying safe is staying outside of the jacuzzi, but then just dropping and going and just getting in. And today with the rappelling, the first one I felt like was really easy, and it was like, okay, this isn't far, this isn't hard, I can do this. But then the second and third, the final one that we did, to me it was more of in my mind, it was, I think I can do this, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could. And so it was taking the risk and stopping and facing the fear of height. And so I made myself turn and look down and see how far up I was. I'm like, okay, I'm safe, but I'm taking a risk,
Yeah. The difference for this one compared to the vision is at vision, we were really introspective. We were really looking inside of ourselves and looking in vision that's not outside, vision that was coming from inside, and figuring out where our makeup was and where that makeup came from, and what our actions today, showing us how our actions today were derived from our personal makeup and our past and all that stuff. And then putting that into a vision based on our divine lens, our divine being of what God wants us to be. So it was really retrospective, introspective. Here, I feel like so that was kind of looking back and getting a base of why we are doing the things and where we want to be. But today, or the last few days, has been looking inside ourselves at the present moment. And the meditation, we talked a lot about that, where are you today? What's keeping you from taking that next step? What's keeping you from taking that next action? And what is it right now, today, that's holding you back? Not what happened 10 years ago. Yes, we are kind of covering that in the fear of where fear comes from, but it's more about how's that fear today and how's it going to keep you from moving to tomorrow. We were on the fence. I think most people were on the fence about making a decision like this, but I can 100% say that the risk has been worth the reward for both of us. For me at the last one, both of us being here today and this weekend, 100% worth the risk, the expense, the time. We're gotten a lot more out of it than what we've put in.